Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you are doing great. As per your request, I'm recording this lesson to once again explain average speed and how to calculate it. So just be very focused, and I really expect you to have a paper and a pencil and a calculator in your hand or right in front of you so that you can solve with me. This is a question about Miss Sally, who is driving for 2 hours at 50 kilometers per hour, then she drives 80 kilometers at 40 kilometers per hour, and finally drives for 30 minutes at 60 kilometers per hour. So this is the whole data which is given about Miss Sally's journey. Always remember, average speed is about the journey. It's always about the journey. For example, if you are going from Karachi to Hyderabad, Hyderabad to Multan, and then Multan to Islamabad, so if I ask you what was your complete average speed of the journey from Karachi to Islamabad, so you're not going to take individual speed of each segment and add it up and then divide it and then tell me the answer. No, in this way you will never get the accurate answer. The accurate answer lies in the formula. Let's take example of Miss Sally. I'll divide her journey into segments. For example, from point A till point B, she took 2 hours, so we are given time. She took 2 hours, and her speed was 50 kilometers per hour, so we are given speed as 50 kilometers per hour. Now from B to C, she drives for 80 kilometers, so over here you are given distance which is 80, and you are given her speed which is 40 kilometers per hour. And from segment C to D, you are given time which is in minutes, 30 minutes, and you are given her speed which is again 60 kilometers per hour. Now if I very quickly write down the formula of average speed, so it's quite clear that average speed is basically calculated by the total distance of the journey divided by the total time taken to complete that journey. Average speed formula is not add up all the speeds and divide by 3 or the number of speeds you have. No, if you are doing it that way, your answer will always be wrong. So because of the formula, we know that we need to know the distance which is not given at some point and the time which is not given. So to make it a little bit clear and easy to understand, what I do is I make a table. That table makes it a lot easier to find out what is missing and what is needed to be calculated. Now for my table, I'll be dividing it into segments. This is from A to B, B to C, and C to D. The journey will be written in this format. It's very important to make a table of data so that it makes things clear to you. You can easily identify what next you have to do. So over here I'll be making some rows for the data. We need to know distance, time, and speed. These are the 3 variables. So let's just write distance, time, and speed. Now let's quickly jot down the information that is already given in the question. For A to B, you are given time which is 2 hours, and you are given speed which is 50. For B to C, you are given distance which is 80, and you are given speed which is 40. And for C to D, you are given time which is 30 minutes. So can I write 30 directly? Because I know that the time for a whole journey is given into hours. So the very first thing which I need to do is to convert minutes into hours. We know the difference is of 60, and since we are going from small to big, so SBD is divide. So when you divide 30 by 60, you get 1 by 2 or 0.5. So let's just write 0.5 hours, and the speed given is 60 km per hour. Now the table makes it clear that for A to B we need to find D1, for B to C we need to find T1, T2, and for C to D we need to find D3, the third distance. Now let's just quickly jump into the calculations. We know the actual formula is speed is equals to distance upon time. Now manipulating the formula to find out our desired value, which is distance. So when distance will be made as a subject, so speed will be multiplied by time. For D1 our speed is 50 and our time taken is 2, so our distance is 100 kilometers. So let's just write 100. For D3, since we are calculating distance, so let's just use the same formula. Distance is equals to speed into time. Speed is 60 and time taken is 1 by 2. So you are getting 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6, and your answer is 30 kilometers. So now you know the distance is 30. Now the value of time is missing. For that, let's manipulate the formula. When we make time the subject, so speed will be divided by the distance. So time will be distance upon speed. We know the distance is 60, and are we calculating time? Yes, we are calculating time. The distance is not 60, distance is 80, and time taken is and the speed is 40. This calculation was for segment A to B, this was for C to D, and this calculation is for B to C. So when we divide it, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, so you get time for 2 hours. So now that we have all the values, let's substitute them in the formula. Formula says we need to add D1, D2 and D3, all the 3 distances with all the 3 time taken. So D1 is 100, D2 is 80 and D3 is 30. Time taken is 2, which is already given, plus 2, which we calculated, and 0.5. So when we add up 100 with 80 and 30, you will get an answer of 210, and 210 divided by 2 plus 2, 4 plus 0.5, 4.5. So let's quickly see how much average speed are we getting. So the average speed is coming 46.66 kilometer per hour. Always remember the steps beta whenever you are doing average speed question, that your step number 1 is always remember the formula. It's total distance divided by total time. Then step number 2 is whatever data you are given in the question, make a table without panicking. Use your time wisely. Start writing down the values which is given and the values which you have to calculate. Once you are done with the completion of this table, writing down the data which is already given, you will have a clear picture of now what to calculate, like we did in this question. Once you are done with all the calculations, you need to add up all the distances which you have calculated for the whole journey together with all the time which you have calculated the time taken, like D1, D2, D3, T1, T2, T3, and summing them up and then dividing it, you will get your average speed. I hope this has cleared your queries as well. If there is anything which you want me to explain any more, any further, let me know in the comment section. I'll be reading your comments, and thank you so much for your feedback. Take care everyone. Allah Hafiz.